A glitch in GM's reward system just let one user wipe out almost 60 grand from their car note, completely gone. Per resell calendar, this guy figured out how to game GM's loyalty app and nuke a $60,000 car loan on his Escalade V. Honestly, side note, elite choice in truck if you ask me. So here's how this works. GM has an app that's supposed to boost brand loyalty. Basically, you rack up points for buying a vehicle, getting service, or doing little in-app activities. You can then trade the points in for merch, accessories, or even apply them to your GM financial loan for a little bit of pay down. People were getting encouraged to watch videos or complete quick surveys that took a couple of minutes and paid out up to 16,000 points. That's about $160, which definitely isn't nothing. The shady part starts here though. One person realized that you could transfer points between accounts, and apparently there were zero limits on how many accounts you could make, so they just went crazy with it. They were said to have kept spinning these new profiles out and doing the same promo actions every 5 minutes or so, plus however long it took to make the account. Someone actually sat there and accumulated 5,937,000 points to pay off their loan. And if my math's right, that's about 30 hours of grinding. Honestly, $2,000 an hour, not a bad wage to sit there and do something like this. Here's the wild part though. GM basically just shrugged it all off. They quietly closed the loophole and let this one slide. And to be fair, the customer didn't really technically break any rules, I guess, that existed at the time. GM could try and sue them and argue, all this wasn't in the spirit of the program, but they probably realized they'd be spending more than 60 grand on lawyers only to get a negative PR tidal wave coming their way. They might act eventually, but the report says that anybody who piled up these points got to keep them as far as anybody could tell as of now. Nobody really knows how big the total loss was because once this hit social media, people definitely had to have been rushing in there to try to accumulate points. My opinion on all this, it just feels wrong. I know everyone loves rooting for the consumer against the big corporation, but I'm sorry, this just doesn't feel right. Stuff like this is kind of how rewards programs that actually help people get rewarded get shut down. Whether the move was technically legal or not, it definitely crosses a line for me personally. So what do you think? Let me know over in the comments.